Hello my darlings and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome my dear. My name is Paulina and I'm happy to have you here. So please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and also follow me on Instagram because I usually have a lot of updates there. Okay, so guys, as you can see the background is different again and that's because I'm, trying to figure out how to do my thing in the new place, but I hope you're okay with it. And today I really feel like doing a video about perfumes that men just love, and these are top of the top perfumes that are just ride or die, intoxicating for men. And also what's very important about these perfumes is that they will attract you the right guy, the guy that likes classy ladies, that is just so put together. He will take care of you. So if you are interested, my ladies, if you're single ladies and you want someone right to put the ring on it, keep on watching. Okay guys, so I am gonna start with a fragrance that I do not have with me at the moment, and I'm gonna start with it because I don't want to forget about it, okay? And the first one is Versace Crystal Noir. And as much as it's very sexy fragrance, it has some depth to it. It's still very classy. It's literally in that line that you cannot cross from being classy sexy and ratchet sexy, if you know what I mean. And this just takes the cake when it comes to sexiness. I love wearing it, and I must say this is one of the favorite fragrance that men love. And yeah, there is just a no-brainer when it comes to this one. It's coconutty. It is a little bit rotten, if you know what I mean. It has that rotten note to it, but it really blends well. It's just beautiful, and the longevity is there, everything is there. So if you like Versace, if you like that classy sexy Italian vibe with a lot of gold, then Versace Crystal Noir is for you. Doesn't matter if you go for EDP or EDT, they really smell so similar, so it really doesn't matter, and I say that always about that. So Versace Crystal Noir is the first one. The next one, I would not be myself, or this would not be my channel if I didn't mention my boyfriend's favorite fragrance, right? And this is none other but La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Of course the bottle is super feminine and sexy, and I wouldn't say it's super classy, but it's going there. It has its own vibe, alright? And I don't want to take credit for many things in life, but I must say I started a YouTube channel with this fragrance, and at that time, it was I think the end of January this year. At that time nobody talked about it, and since I started raving about it, it just blew out. Everybody talks about it right now. Everybody wants it. As far as I know, in many countries, especially the US, it's very hard to get, but you can still get it if you try your best, Anyways, La Belle, it's a beautiful, sweet pear vetiver fragrance with a lot of vanilla. It's a little bit spicy. It's a little bit powdery, but mostly it's a fruity vanilla that just covers you in a beautiful juice. It's a very juicy fragrance. The lasting power is out of this world, and again, I feel like it's super sexy, super sweet, super girly, but yet it's very elevated and feminine, and it can still be classified as a classy one. So I love wearing it. This is my date night party fragrance. I love wearing it out and about, but since we're all mostly at home, you can totally pull this off in a closed area. I just love it. It's very sexy, very kissable, like a flirty fragrance. I love it, and if you watch me for a while, as I said, this is my boyfriend's favorite fragrance. So yeah, La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. The next one I want to show you. Okay, the next one I want to show you is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. And it is not very... how do I want to say it? How do I put this? it's not very popular to put this fragrance in sexy list or men killer list, but we're talking classy fragrances here and catching the right guy. And I feel like you can catch a very good big fish with the right fragrance, and this is one of them. This is such a classy vanilla with some lavender. To my nose in the very beginning, and this is what caught me into that fragrance, it has some zest to it, but not like a lemony zest. It's just, I think it's this white floral fragrance, jasmine, that really just seals the fragrance and makes it a little bit zesty. I love it. Of course, the beginning it is quite light, but then it gets into that deeper powdery lavender vanilla that I absolutely love. And I must say, men just adore this fragrance. Men just really, really love it. To me, this is a gorgeous alternative to Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb that, you know, men just love in general. But to me, it's a very too sweet, too patchouli, too generic kind of fragrance, so I didn't want to put it on the list. This one is a great replacement. Don't get me wrong, they're not similar, but you know, they still have that that vibe when you can replace the fragrance from one to the other, you know what I mean? I hope I make sense. I just love this fragrance. I think I'm just gonna wear it, because why not? I feel like it's starting to be a tradition that I'm actually spraying myself with one of the fragrances I'm talking about on the camera. Tell me what you think in the comments. Should I keep doing it? Because I never spray myself before I film, because I want to have a clean palette. But then when I start smelling these fragrances, I just fall in love back again, and you know, I just can't stop myself. Okay, so this is Mon Guerlain. Beautiful. Again, it's vanilla, but a little bit more uplifting. It's not as sweet. To me, it is a little bit savory from time to time because of that lavender. You know, lavender gives you that herbal vibe. It's not herbally, but anyways, I just love it. What can I say? And I know that Yana from the Tinted says that the rosy one is her favorite, but I still love the original the most, to be completely honest. So yeah, Mon Guerlain. Okay, next one. This fragrance I absolutely adore, guys. And this is Kilian After Sunset. This is a man killer. This is more fruity with a touch of musk in the dry down. Adore this one. This is very potent. Even though it's a fruity fragrance, it's quite fun, but very, very sexy. It's literally, as the name suggests, to me it smells like after sunset. So it's a perfect date night fragrance, especially in maybe the warmer months. But I can totally pull this off in colder months, because you know, that musk is very prominent here, so you're good. You're really good. And yeah, just love it. I know that also Princess is super, super loved by men, but I feel like this one takes the cake, because every time I wear it, I get so many compliments from men. And it's not as like girly sweet, you know, it has some depth to it. So yeah, After Sunset is the one that takes the cake when it comes to the Bolly Kilian ones. Okay, next one. I know we are close to the winter time for most of my viewers. Actually, I'm in the summer period right here. But it's just so good and men love it. This is more of like white t-shirt and jeans kind of fragrance. Very casual, not so, you know, pushy bougie. This is for my casual girls here, but men just love it. Every time I wear it, I get compliments for men. I've been wearing it since I was a teenager, and you know, it always, always, always is a winner for me. And this is Dolce & Gabbana Eau Intense. Of course, I'm not the biggest fan of the Eau de Toilette since this one came out. I only go for intense version. I love it. This is just the perfect citrus. This is actually a new bottle, unused. This is so, so good. You have green apple here, you have some musk, you have a little bit of unisex undertone to it. Very citrusy, you get that Italian lemon. Oh, I love it. Very, very strong. Even though it's a citrus fragrance, this one really does last long on me. I really love it for that. So This one is so good. Now, an oldie but definitely a goodie, guys. Hypnotic Poison. I don't know what is it about that fragrance, but men go crazy. Men just go crazy about it. I know it's been reformulated. Of course, I have the new version. Unfortunately, I think so. So it's not as potent and as long-lasting as it used to be, but it's still fine. It's still fine. It really does stay on the clothes, so you don't have to worry about that. If you spray yourself on the clothes, you're good for days. So this is Hypnotic Poison, very almondy, oriental, sweet vanilla. It is a little bit artificial. I love it. Just, guys, just get it. If you want to get your man, get this perfume. It's so good. A little bit powdery, but mainly leaning into that oriental vanilla. Very sweet. Love it. And very almondy. Just perfect. This one might be a surprise, but because it was a surprise to me that men love it that much. But guys, seriously, I don't know again what it is about this fragrance, but men go crazy. And this is Mancera Velvet Vanilla. This is mainly a tuberose fragrance. Of course you get that vanilla in here, but it's mainly a bubblegummy tuberose. And I feel like tuberose is really getting into the hype these days. You know, so many perfume houses, designer or niche, are you know, imagining new ways to put tuberose in fragrances, and I start seeing that tuberose is getting into the not the background. It's really prominent in fragrances these days, and it's not sure, like, you know, dusty, dirty tuberose that I don't really go for. I don't like that. You know, it reminds me of these like old school cheap fragrances that I never liked. This one is so different. It's literally a bubblegum scent. So sweet, but yet you can really smell it's expensive. It's expensive bubblegum, if anything like that even exists. I love it, and I feel like men love it more than me. My boyfriend is just crazy about it, and if you watch us when we film together, you already know that he's not into cheap fragrances. So get yourself this one. The only thing I regret about this fragrance is that I didn't get a big bottle, even though, considering how many fragrances I have, I'll probably never use it, but still, I like big things. So this one is so good, so good. Now, another fragrance that I just have to talk about, and this is the fragrance that actually started my relationship with my man. So I already know, because I experienced it, it does attract the right person. Mr. Right was right here, and he sniffed me and he was in love. And this is Olympia Intense. I was thinking about featuring the original, but this one is way better when it comes to being appealing to men, if you know what I mean. The original, it's a little bit more aquatic. It's not as sweet. This is a sweet bomb, but in a super classy way. And to me, it leans very much oriental. This is a very simple fragrance, don't get me wrong. It's just amber, salt and vanilla, and mainly what you get from here is the amber. As you can see, it even has an amber cap. I love it. It's not as salty as the original. It's just deeper and sweeter and sexier and way more classy and way more expensive smelling. This is amber done right. Really, sweet amber done right. So if you're up for an ambery scent that is sweet, get yourself this one. This really will be a head turner. Men just adore this version. I know it's getting quite hard to find. I don't know why, because it's still very much in stock and on the website. So I don't know, but sniffing it from the far, I would never believe it's Paco Rabanne, if you know what I mean. It is so good. I love Olympia Intense, and I think this is my favorite flanker out of them all. Even though I love the original, I think this one is just done better. There is no artificial shit to it. I love it. So Olympia Intense definitely gets the man your way. Speaking of classy perfumes, I need to mention this one because I feel like when men smell it, they know what it is, because it's been around forever. And when men smell it, they know what it is and they know you are very much put together and classy. So this will really attract the right person, if you know what I mean. This one to me is just class in a bottle. One of the best fragrances made, even though I'm not the biggest fan of patchouli. This one I die for. I must admit, it's just perfection to me. And this is Coco Mademoiselle. Even though this is not the sexiest fragrance on planet Earth, I'll be honest, and I must say the fragrances I'm showing you are not like the sexiest fragrances on planet Earth, but they do really make a statement. They do attract the right person to you. You have no idea how much fragrance can do, if you know what I mean. This is class in a bottle. As I said, if you wear this, no trashy person will come next to you, you know, really, because they will know she's not playing. She knows her shit. I love it. Coco Mademoiselle, there's nothing more I can say. Beautiful, zesty, floral patchouli. Very good lasting power, very good ciliage, very classy, very feminine. Love it. Has to be on this list. Another surprise for me, because I'll be honest, this is not my favorite fragrance. I don't wear it that much, but at least you can see I really took my time to think genuinely. I'm not putting my favorites in every video because I really think of what other people think, and in this case, men. And this is not my favorite fragrance, I'll be honest. You already know when you see it. And for some reason, men just like it. And this is Pure Poison by Dior. I don't know if it's the cleanliness of it or the muskiness of it, but this is a very dirty yet sweet yet clean white floral. This is the best way I can describe it, because it is just the best of both worlds, being a little bit dirty and a little bit clean, you know. As I said previously, this is none in stockings. It is nice, don't get me wrong, I like the fragrance, I just don't reach for it because this is just not the type of fragrances that are my favorites. But men just adore this fragrance. I feel like it would be also a great wedding scent, great first date scent, great meet my parents scent. It's just a good all-rounder, being sexy at the same time, you know. So Pure Poison, it's a very good one. Men adore it. They just adore it, and this is not just my opinion. First of all, my man loves it. Second of all, so many girls on YouTube say that their men love this fragrance if they have it. So Pure Poison, there you go. Okay, I have just 2 fragrances left. I don't even know how many there are. 12? 10? I don't know. You know, I never count, and if I count wrong. So whatever. Okay, the first one I need to say, it's just a massive heart turner. I know it's been hyped up a while ago, and actually for a good reason. And I hate to show you this perfume once again in a video. This is actually not the one. I'm gonna talk about it later. But I want to talk about Love by Kilian. And I know it is expensive for what it is. The bottle is not big, it's just 50 ml. But the juice is stunning, and I feel again like men love it more than women on themselves, if you know what I mean. This is a beautiful honeysuckle marshmallow fragrance. Absolutely stunning blend. This is a different take on marshmallow, because this is what Mr. Kilian wanted to achieve, a different take on gourmand and a different take on marshmallow. So, you know, it smells like bees flying around, picking the nectar, and they just put the nectar on you and you're sexy. It smells expensive though, so I like it. Okay, and last but definitely not least, Dior Addict. And as much as this one is extremely sexy, it is very mature at the same time. So for all my more mature ladies out there, this is perfect. Same with Love. It is not a juvenile fragrance at all. But this one just screams, I am sexy and I am very mature. Because this is a powdery vanilla with a lot of white floral. You can definitely get jasmine sunbug in here. They put bourbon vanilla, which is one of my favorite vanillas. I really love it, even though for years it was definitely not my favorite, and I really had to grow up to be able to pull off this fragrance. So since I'm getting into my 30s soon, I'll probably wear this even more. Anyways, men just adore it. I feel like Dior in general is just the mastermind of sexy, mature, feminine fragrances, you know? And they do vanillas right. They just do vanillas right. Whenever you can go for Hypnotic Poison, as I showed you, or this one, the vanillas will always be right with Dior. So Dior Addict, my last one that I wanted to show you. I really hope you liked the video. Still, I'm figuring out the background and the lighting, but I hope it's fine. And I love you guys. And also, wait, before I finish, again, I've already done that, but I just want to thank you again for all the support that we've gathered from you from our last video and after what happened to us. It was horrifying, and to me it still is, because, you know, I lost almost everything, and it's really hard to get these things back, especially when it comes to, you know, like documents, ID and all that jazz. So, you know, it is still a little bit stressful, maybe not even a little bit, it's terribly stressful for me still, because I have to deal with the aftermath now. But I'm getting amazing support from my partner's family. They are such amazing people, and of course from my mom, and especially from you guys. I start feeling like you guys becoming my family. We are all friends and we can share our private matters here as well. I love listening to you guys, and even though sometimes I don't reply for a while, it's just because maybe I'm just dealing with things, you know. I don't even have like my own phone at the moment. I hope you understand, and I really appreciate you guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.